If you're pregnant and you know that you're going to deliver your baby by C-section, you're probably feeling a sense of relief that there's an end date to your pregnancy and a sense of terror about being out of control of your birth at the same time. It's totally normal to have mixed feelings. In my 20 years of experience, I've led many women down the hall to the operating rooms, to the operating room for their births. Some chatter nervously, some get very quiet and start shaking. Personally, I've had 2 cesareans, and I remember being so nervous that I was a chatty shaker. Well, what if I told you that you can feel a little more in control of your birth experience? Over the last few years, as the rate of cesarean has grown, women have started to demand more from their births. They're trying to infuse a personal, gentle touch into their birthday when it has the potential to be so sterile and cold. The principles for a newborn are the same no matter how the birth happens. Skin to skin immediately after birth is scientifically proven to regulate the baby's temperature, improve bonding, and make breastfeeding easier. In fact, skin to skin immediately after birth may be more important for a baby born by C-section. A gentle cesarean is still the same surgery. It's not to suggest that the surgeon is otherwise being rough, but typically a baby is born very quickly during a cesarean because of the operating room environment. It's cold. The baby has been subjected to the medications that you receive, so they want to make sure that she's breathing well. And let's be honest, the operating room is the biggest moneymaker in a hospital, so time is money. A gentle cesarean is when the birth team, the doctors, anesthetists, and nurses all agree to do everything possible to make this birth feel like it's happening in a birthing room rather than an operating room. This might include delayed cord clamping, handing the baby to you for skin to skin and immediate breastfeeding, delaying the eye ointment, doing the assessments while you're holding the baby instead of taking her all the way across the room to the warmer, playing gentle music, providing clear drapes so you can see your baby born. Some have even been able to lift their baby out of their tummy. Like, talk about a belly birth. There are so many small things that can be adjusted if the birth team is on board. So ask for everything that you want and be flexible with the things that just can't be. At the end of the day, this is surgery. And the last thing you want is to risk the sterility of the operating room and get a post-op infection in your incision. There's nothing worse than recovering from your birth without a baby in the intensive care unit. But here's an insider tip. Start talking about it with your doctor now while you're still pregnant. Ask if you can have a prenatal consultation with the anesthetist, because that's truly who's in charge of the operating room. Start planting the seeds early, and just remember, not all hospitals are going to be on board. If it's really, really important to you, you can get a second opinion or even look for a different hospital. Gentle cesareans are becoming more and more popular, and that's because this is a time that you'll remember forever. You may have to fight a bit for the best birth experience possible. Want even more awesome tips for an empowered belly birth? Join my live stream series on October the 12th by clicking the link in my bio, and let's set you up for a birth that you'll love to remember for forever.